those 17 years, you know, what are the traits that you've got, you know, that helped you do that? Like 17 years of a professional career is an amazing achievement. What are the traits that you've got that made that happen?
I think hard work comes with one of it. You know, a lot of us are very talented. A lot of the Aboriginal players are really talented as well, but talent can only get you so far. So, and that was installed in me since I was a little kid, since the way that I've grew up, since my mother, you know, raised me. Because we had it tough growing up. You know, we didn't have everything. And you know, I told a story today when I was playing for Coolter Cannons in under 18s TAC Cup. We were playing Gippsland Power out here in Gippsland somewhere. I forgot where it was, but it's somewhere in Gippsland. And you know, we didn't have a car, we didn't have petrol in the car. My mum drove me and she had to turn around. And I said, okay, well, I've got $20 to my name. You go home and I'll just get a taxi to the Coburg Oval to get on a bus to come and play Gippsland. And so I knocked on, I didn't have a phone, so I was knocking on somebody's house. They didn't answer. Knocked on the second door, they didn't answer. The third door answered, and I asked if they could ring me a taxi, which they did, which I really thank them for. Jumped in a taxi, and when you get in a taxi, you know, $4 already taken off the cash that you put in. So I had $20, went straight to $16 before we even started, and we didn't make it to the Coburg Oval, about 3 k's away. And you know, I jumped out and ran as fast as I could for 3 k's, and ended up making it on the bus and coming up to play Gippsland Power. But that's the struggles that I had to go through and I had to deal with. And I said, I don't want to fail. I love footy too much. I want to play at the highest level. You know, like you said, when I made All Australian as a 16-year-old, I was living in Broadmeadows. I don't know if you guys know where Broadmeadows is. It's right on the other side of town in Melbourne, and I had to train at Oakley, which is on the other side of Melbourne. So training was at 6 o'clock, and I had to get on a train at Broady, go into the city to Flinders, go out to Oakley, and then walk to the Oval just to do training. And I watched every other kid getting dropped off by their mum and their dad, and getting picked up by their mum and their dad. And I think, you know, it kind of hit me when one of those training sessions, it started pissing down with rain, and everyone got picked up by their mum and dad, and I had to walk in the rain back to the train station. And I started crying, just thinking, I wish, you know, I could have that. I wish I could have a family like that could drive and pick me up, but we just didn't. And so, and I guess doing that though, looking back on it, it stored all those values in me of, you know, hard work, you know, it pays off. You just got to continue to strive, continue to grow, and continue to get better. And but you just got to work your butt off, and that's what I did.